Malcolm, stop.
Hey everyone, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
How the fuck are you guys? It's been such a long time since we've been here, and now we're here again. We also have Ben Kirsch in the house. Say hi, Ben.
Hell yeah.
And we're fucking here with, Malcolm.
Just
getting a little, having a great time overall, really.
Malcolm really looks like he's being held hostage.
No, he doesn't. Stop. Malcolm, please. Want to say hi? Stop licking the fucking microphone. Okay. We're good. It's been a grand day. I feel like shit.
Oh yeah, me and Matt hung out today before the podcast, and we ate so much food.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm handling it a lot better than Matt.
It shouldn't be what it is.
And we ate like a very similar amount of food.
You'd think I'd be like a pro eater by now, with the way that I look.
You just never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Right. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so fucking. All right, let's fucking buy. I can't do so many things at once.
Matt is sitting here sweating profusely, like wanting to die.
Like a fucking horse that just broke his leg, dude. I'm worthless now. I'm fucking worthless.
He asked Ben's dad to write him a prescription for Epicac so he could throw up.
I think it's called Hippocac. I don't know why you keep saying Epicac. John said Hippocac like 3 times.
Well, I'm going to trust him just because he's a doctor.
You're right. You shouldn't trust him.
What's wrong, Malky? What's wrong?
Uppies? He wants up. I think he wants uppies. Look at him, dude. This bro is so spoiled, dude. Bro is spoiled. Malcolm is here and he's on the mic.
He's a good boy.
Thank you guys always for watching this podcast. We're having a great time. This week we're dude.
Dude, Matt, are you okay, dude?
I'm giving up. I'm giving up so hard right now. I don't know what it is. I think my lactose intolerance is getting worse because it's not only that I ate a lot today. I had a lot of shit that had like.
You ate chicken Alfredo.
I had chicken Alfredo. The Alfredo sauce was crazy. I had cheesecake. And I went to the movies and I had buttered salted pretzel bites, and then I also had Reese's Pieces, which isn't like that's also tough, is it not? Doesn't that also have like
There's gotta be some dairy in there.
There's gotta be.
Gotta be so. Well,
and then I just had a slice of cheese pizza downstairs. Nothing that I had today. Bro? Nothing that I had today is
Malcolm. You playing dangerous.
Is lactose intolerant friendly at all? So forgive me. We're still gonna get through this podcast. We have a lot to talk about. I'm so grateful. I'm having such a good life, and I hope God doesn't take me soon.
Is Matt gonna die?
I'm just saying my last words.
This is the last episode with Matt. Next episode is gonna be me and Ben in black suits.
You just fucking hear me heavily breathe.
Just playing a montage in the background of our favorite moments with Matt in black and white. Some sad piano music behind it.
We're sorry to say that Matt Lopes is finally. He's eating too much, guys.
Matt, how do you think...
We didn't think it was possible, but...
He's not dead. He's just behind us on the ventilator. Camera cuts to you every so often.
Shoving bacon pizza into his mouth.
Matt, how do you think you're going to die, dude?
It's not going to be because I'm fat.
Well, that's why I'm asking. How do you think
it's going to be because I'm going to fall asleep on the road. I'm coming home from a late night gig.
Yeah.
100%. I know that
you just pass out and veer. You see the light, which is the headlights of an oncoming 18-wheeler?
No. I don't think I'm gonna veer into it the opposite lane.
Okay.
I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna wake up underneath an 18-wheeler going the same direction as me. I'm gonna be doing like that Fast and Furious thing, like where they coolly like slide under other bigger cars. Except I'm not Fast and Furious, so I'm just gonna be like,
you're just gonna be driving, and you're gonna go to gear shift right before you do. You'll be like, this is about family, and then you're gonna immediately get cut in half by the 18-wheeler.
Holy shit, I'd love that. I'd lose so much weight.
Dude, I'll have Vin
no
Diesel.
matter how you cut me, I'd still be more weight than you. Isn't that crazy to think about?
I'll have Vin Diesel come to your funeral. Vin Diesel will carry your casket.
Nobody would be able to tell the difference between him and any of my uncles, dude. They all look the same, dude. My Vin Diesel and my Uncle Nicky look like exactly the same fucking person. It's so sick. It's so dope.
Oh, me and Matt went to see a movie today.
Yeah, dude.
And I just want to let the audience know, So they re-released Return of the Jedi in theaters.
Yes, they did.
And I grew up on Star Wars, so I wanted to go see that really bad.
And I've never seen it.
And I called Matt, and I was like, hey, you want to go see the Ewoks on the moons of N.D.A? And he was like, no, let's go see this other film.
I can't watch Star Wars, dude. I don't want to. I can't sit through it. I really can't. I tried watching Solo. Solo was
no, because
okay.
those are all. Hold on.
I can't watch Star Wars. I don't want to.
Well, Matt, those are all the Disney Star Wars movies. Those suck. You got to watch the classics.
It's all the same. It's all Star Wars. If you didn't want Star Wars to have a Disney take, you shouldn't have let it get bought by Disney. It's
I
simple
should
as
have
that.
personally shorted the stock and bought it myself.
You should have at least wrote a letter. That's all I'm fucking saying.
I wrote some strongly worded letters.
No, you didn't. You never picked up a fucking pen in your life unless it was to write a suicide note. My name is. I just restart the podcast. My name is Matt Lopes.
Matt doesn't know where he is, dude.
I'm so fucking out of it today, dude. I'm not having fun at all. We went to go see the movie Sisu today, which is supposed to be like a John Wick, but like on the Gold Coast kind of thing. I liked it.
Wait, hold on. On the Gold Coast, where do you think the movie we saw took place, Matt?
Where there was gold. The movie had gold in it.
There was gold in it. Where do you think?
I'm right. No, then I'm right.
Hold on. Where's the Gold Coast?
New Jersey.
Okay, you thought the movie we watched took place in New Jersey?
Yeah, like back in like the 1940 though. It was like right after World War II. I pay attention.
Yeah, when the Nazis invaded New Jersey.
Oh shit. Or was it a different country?
They didn't speak
English.
English.
They have gold in other countries.
They have gold all over the world.
Holy shit, dude!
I mean, it's hard to find, but it's everywhere.
That's sick. That's honestly, that's really sick. All right, so it took place in I think Germany, then, right? Take place in Germany.
No,
where?
One more guess.
Hungary.
No, it said literally at the beginning of the movie.
Poland. Turkey.
Finland.
They're all the same, Chris. You can't get mad at me. No, you can't get mad at me.
Finland is drastically different than the rest of Europe because they're the last Finno-Ugric people, and they speak an Ugric-based language. Finnish has no language that is structurally similar to it or from the same family tree in Europe, minus some small ethnic groups in Russia. They're very unique. Finnish sounds like Elvish. It's super cool.
I'm seeing multiple of those lights right now.
Dude, are we to finish this podcast in a fucking ambulance, dude?
No, wouldn't that be so funny though?
What are you even feeling? Why is your vision going bad?
Disgust. I'm feeling disgust.
I had too many Reese's Pieces.
I want to pull trig. I want to pull trig on the pod.
Matt gets a DUI on the way home for eating.
I was productive though today. I worked out. I checked the pressure, my tire pressure. I bent down to check that.
That's true. I did watch Matt check all his tire pressure.
All of them were low.
All of them. He's a responsible car owner.
I think it's because I'm so big sitting in my car that all the air is just like all the time, just like slowly being let out of the tires.
Just begging to escape.
Yeah. So we saw that movie. We wanted to go see Beau is Afraid. And this is like the second week in a row that I haven't been able to fucking see it. And I'm so fucking pissed.
Well, dude, you saw the Mario movie without me, dude. Don't even get me started.
I saw the Mario movie without a lot of people, bro.
Damn.
A lot of people got mad at me for seeing the Mario movie without them, dude. People are like, we were going to go see it together. I was like, I never told anybody I would see it with anybody but myself.
Listen, Matt, we are Wario and Waluigi. We got to go. Are they in the movie?
Am I Wario? No, they weren't in this movie.
Well, then there's no point.
I would say that I'm Donkey Kong.
Okay.
And you are... Yeah, Waluigi. You give off a Waluigi.
I was thinking of myself more as Luigi because I'm scared all the time, dude. Like, wow.
What would Ben be?
Ben would be Yoshi, dude.
Ben would be a fucking Koopa.
Ben's just a nameless Koopa.
Look at him doing Koopa shit with his hoodie on. Like, what a fucking Koopa. All right. So we're gonna get into our topic of this episode. The topic for this episode, Chris, want to go ahead, is
the proletariat.
Proletariat, my favorite horse that races.
The working class and the jobs we've worked.
Seabiscuit's cousin.
The proletariat.
I'm not wrong. It does sound a lot like Secretariat.
I worked. Oh, I can say this company now because my non-disclosure has come up.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, my N.D.A. was
only. So you could talk anything you want about the company now?
Yeah, and my N.D.A. was only 2 years. So
okay, yeah. Where did you work?
I worked at this company. My first real adult job out of college was this company called CDW, which is a tech distribution company.
Okay.
So like
it would like ship tech.
So it's huge. It's like a multinational, but the yes, Matt. The part of the company I worked for was CDWG, which was the government division.
Yeah.
So we had all these like non-disclosure agreements because we worked in government contracts. So legally I couldn't speak about this till like recently.
Yeah.
And so I worked there, and I ran sales for the state of Rhode Island. And so I would call up like different municipalities.
Is it remote?
No, I worked in an office.
In Rhode Island?
In Shelton.
Oh!
Yeah.
My place of living.
Yeah, like I wasn't physically going to Rhode Island. I was just calling people and emailing people. But I ran the state of Rhode Island, and I would call up like municipalities and try to sell them anything tech-related.
Church?
No, that's not a municipality.
It's
like,
not?
No.
Municipal? Oh, Episcopal. Go ahead. Sorry.
So like for instance, one of the biggest deals I did that was great is one of my customers was the state troopers department of Rhode Island. So all the state troopers, and I was actually like became kind of good friends over time of just like, cause I would constantly call people. That was like the sales job. I was just on the phone like 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I would just call people to check in to keep those like relationships going. And so I would call the guy who was like, I don't know what I guess the commissioner of the state police. Like, I don't know if that's the official title, but he was like
called sheriff.
Sure. The sheriff, the top guy in the Rhode Island State Police.
Sheriff.
And he really liked me. And so one day I couldn't get any business from them though. So I would just talk to him and he would never buy anything. And I was like, whatever. He's getting my numbers. Because you had to hit like numbers for time on the phone.
Okay.
And so one day he's just like, hey, Chris, it's actually good you called today. I have like a thing I need to get done. I'll send you over to like my purchasing guy and he'll walk you through it. And I'm thinking like this is going to be some bullshit little rinky-dink thing, but it'll get my foot in the door. Maybe I can get more business later.
Yeah.
And I go to his purchasing guy and call the purchasing guy from the number he gave me. And he's like, yeah, I need to get body cams and tough books, like the police computers they have in the car.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, there's a pretty good margin on that. Like, how many do you need? He's like, oh, we have to re-outfit the entire force. And I was like...
And that's your client? That's your guy?
Yeah, and I was like, what now? And he's like, yeah, we need like, I don't know, like...
Well, how much?
Something ridiculous, like 500 of each.
They don't have 500 fucking people on their force.
That's what they bought.
The state of what? Rhode Island?
The state troopers of Rhode Island bought 500.
From you or from your company?
From my company, but I'm the one who sold it to them.
And there you get commission on that?
Yeah. So they bought...
What the fuck?
So they bought like an order... I guess because it's 500 total, so it was probably like 250 of the body cams and 250 of the tough books.
Yeah.
And I convinced them to go top of the line.
What's a tough book?
It's just the police computer they have in their car.
Oh, okay,
they're made by Panasonic. They're called tough
books. The DVD player looking.
Yeah, they're just like...
yeah.
So
I always thought it was a DVD player.
So I sold that to them. And
watching Christmas movies recently.
And I called my guy at Panasonic, and I was like, listen.
Love your water.
Because this is what I used to do in sales. So I called my guy at Panasonic, my distributor.
Sounds like water. Does it not sound like water?
Right, and I hit him up, and I was like, hey, listen, I can get you this huge deal, but you have to give me 20% off. You have to give me 20% off, and I can make this deal. And I ran the numbers. He's like, all right, fine, I can give you 15. I was like, okay, I'll see if I can make it happen.
Okay.
The police guys had already agreed to full price. So I got them...
Wait, what?
So I got them distributed to me, and this is all legal. This is like part of the job. It got distributed to me.
Wait, what?
It got distributed to me for 15% off, and I sold it to them at full price. And then I got a crazy commission on that because there was so much profit for the company on the differential on that.
What the fuck? That's not illegal to do?
No.
Get the fuck. That seems so fucked up, dude.
No. It's business. And so
your company knows they encourage that you get it at a discount. You can give it to them full price.
Yeah,
they know that and they encourage that.
Yeah, because the thing is, we have so many distribution partners that basically what I was doing is right. Because if I didn't want to go through Panasonic, I could have gone through the shittier brands that make those tough books.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I can go to LG.
I can go to
LG or Dell, but like, listen, you and I both know you guys make the best one, and I want to make sure our police are supported. So like, I want to get the best one,
right?
But like.
Can't do
Dell's, and I would just make up quotes. I'm like, Dell's pricing it for this much. So, like, if you can come down to that price, I'd rather sell yours, but I can't, they see the lower price.
Holy shit.
And there was never a lower price. I never got a quote from Dell. I never got a quote from LG.
What the fuck?
Then, yeah.
What are you, a fucking, like, genius?
No, this is just
Are you a savant? Are you a salesman savant?
I was really good at that job.
Get the fuck. You're
really
just lying to people all
that's
day.
all sales is. And so I made...
Who the fuck hurt you in order for you to have that skill like that? Is that your parents?
Yeah.
You growing up around your parents?
So then
we'll go to the zoo next week.
That's a legit thing that happened to me multiple times.
Tonight we close business deals. Pie charts.
So, dude, I closed that deal.
Yeah.
And it was so much money. The deal was like hundreds of thousands of dollars because those things are so kitted out that each computer is like $8-9 grand.
Yeah.
And the body cams are like $2,500, $3,000. So I made like several $100,000 deal, but it had so much profit on it, and I get paid based on the profit for my commission.
Yeah.
So I got like 20% of the profit on that, which was nuts. And so I basically just didn't work for like the next 3 months.
You made so much money off that one deal?
Yeah, because I got like just
off that one deal?
Off that one deal in a lump sum check, I got a ridiculous amount of money. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just not going to put in any effort for like the next 2 or 3 months. I'm good.
And then they fired you. You got your severance.
No, so the reason they fired me was different because I was really good at that job.
Yeah.
And then what happened is for the first like year and a half, I was killer. Like I went from starting with a book of business that had no value because you're the new guy. They give you all the shitty customers.
Yeah.
And then I got up to like running the state of Rhode Island, so it was going pretty well. And then what happened was I got into comedy. I discovered stand-up comedy.
Yep.
And then I did not care about the job at all. Like I would show up late. I would be hungover because I get drunk at mics. I would like I'd be writing jokes at my desk in missing meetings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID happened like 6 months after that. So then we went into lockdown, and I didn't care about my job. I was just upset I couldn't do comedy anymore because I was like, I finally found this thing I want to do with my life. No, I can't do it. And back then it seemed like maybe never again, because I doom and gloom. So I just got super depressed and just didn't work for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And then they had a company-wide, like 20% of the company got laid off, or maybe not the company, my division, 20% of the government people got laid off.
Okay.
And I knew. It was like they sent out an email like, hey, we're going to be having layoffs today. So just keep an eye on your email. And I'm like, what idiot is going to be part of the 20% of the department that gets laid off? What a loser. And then I shit you not, 5 minutes later in my calendar, I saw mandatory meeting, and I saw the people on the meeting were my boss and my boss's boss and a person from HR. And I'm like, I think I might have figured out who's in that 20%.
You see all the other workers that are also invited to that meeting.
No, it was one-on-one.
You imagine you're like, oh, yeah, I'm getting fired.
Yeah, Glenn sucks, dude. I'm insane. But no, I go in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, because they've been firing people all day because they really like cut like hundreds of people. So they're like emotionally drained at that point. They're used to people crying, yelling at them. I get in there. I'm like, the meeting almost are like, hey, Chris. I'm like, hey, so I'm getting fired, right? And they're like, what? And it's like, well, you put the layoffs, then I have a mandatory meeting with you. Like, I've talked to you once in my life. You're my boss's boss. Like, there's no reason to be talking to me unless I'm getting fired. Like, Linda from HR is here. Like, again, no reason for Linda to be. I'm getting fired.
Right.
Like, well, we don't consider it firing. It's not based on performance. You're getting laid off because of budget restraints, the company stock going down. I'm like, yeah. How much are you paying me? And they were like, what? And it's like, I know my contract. You have to give me a severance.
Why are you acting like this to them?
Because they're fired me. I don't give a shit at that point.
Wait, so you're literally talking to them like this? Like, what am I getting paid?
Yeah, I was just like, what am I getting paid? And they're like, what? And they're like
the disrespect.
They're like, excuse me. They're firing me. And
they're like, excuse me. I'm like, I'm sorry. Am I not getting fired today? What are you fucking paying me? You don't exist in my life outside of paying me.
And
money.
I was like, I read my contract, and per the N.D.A, that's part because I can't talk about any of it for like 2 years after because all the government contracts and shit.
Okay.
I was like, you have to give me a severance based a certain percentage of like what I made for the company in like my last 6 months. So what are you paying me?
Oh, and that was right off the fucking big deal.
Yeah. And so it was after the big deal. So it wasn't that. The big deal was earlier on.
Gotcha.
But so it wasn't that crazy, but they had to pay me a decent amount of money to make me leave, and which was pretty nice.
So nuts.
And so that was cool. That was my time at CDW. The way I used to justify it is all government money. So, like, I'm not hurting an individual. Like, the government has these budgets they have to get rid of. So, like, You know, I do think I helped misappropriate government funds at one point by mistake, though.
What?
So,
what the fuck?
Yeah, this is a made-up story for comedic value, if any.
It's like me stealing that brick from Pompeii.
Yeah,
it's completely made up, and I never did it.
If any government workers are listening, this is a joke. But in this joke, it was around the end of I forget what it is, the government fiscal year. I forget what the month they do that, where they close their books for the budget for the year. And so we were doing that, and a customer who had a good relationship, used to buy a lot from me, calls me up, and he's like, "Hey, Chris, I have like 20 grand I need to get rid of." And I was like, okay, that used to happen all the time, because if they don't spend their whole budget, they don't get the budget for next year. So you make a ton of money that month, because people
they would go to somebody they don't know and tell them they have.
No, I knew them. So it's I'd been working with them all year. So they were I'm like, okay, you need anything? He's like, no, we don't really need anything right now.
Yeah.
Is there like a way you guys have
new office chairs?
He was like, you guys have TVs, right? And I was like, yeah, we sell TVs. It's not like we usually don't. It's like in a weird part of the catalog, but normally we're selling like servers and stuff like that. That was the big money, selling server infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, yeah, can I just order like, how many TVs can I get for like 10 grand? And I was like, what are you looking for? And he like wanted like the big plasma 60-inch, whatever. And I was like, okay. And I sold it to him. And I realized that this is a fire department. They don't need 12 top-end 60-inch TVs. Like, he definitely just bought all those TVs.
Yes, they totally do.
No. He definitely bought all those TVs with government money on the budget and then gave them to all the firefighters so they could all have a free TV. And I was like, I think I just did something very illegal, but technically that's on him.
No, but yeah, it's on him.
That's on him. I just fulfilled an order.
On you.
He had the proper paperwork.
You could be like, yes, I need to make sure, I need to have eyes all over the town for fires, so I need that many TVs.
I need that many TVs, dude.
I gotta look for fires.
Look for fires, dude.
He sits in the headquarters room in the fire department with like 12.
He's just looking at all the TV, like the monkey in Toy Story 3. Just like,
they're like, sir, there's only like average 2 fires a year here. He's like, yeah.
These TVs only cover like 3 streets. I mean, this is a whole town. He's like, you're right. We need more TVs.
We need more TVs. So, and I had a couple things like that happen where I definitely knew that the guy was skimming the government. But that's also like when I was at my top, like, fuck the federal government vibes.
Right.
So I was like, hell yeah, dude, fighting the system. Let's do it.
Holy shit. All right, you want to go into whatever we're worried about?
I'm worried about you, dude. I think you're dying.
I don't feel like I might have done this. You should be worried. I'm so scared to get into it.
Okay.
You want to start with mine or you want to start with yours?
Start with yours.
I think that you guys should be worried about the San Andreas fault. You guys don't know what the San Andreas fault is.
Yeah, you want to go more into that, Matt?
It's the earthquake in it's the fault line, which is where earthquakes happen in California. So you got to be really fucking careful about that shit, okay? San Andreas is gonna be under. I'm sorry, not San Andreas. Los Angeles and a lot of California is going to be under the earth in 8 years. And so you have to get out of there now. I'm telling you, you have to get out of there fucking right now. But also at the same time, I know a lot of people aren't going to even fucking even pay attention and listen to me, because like, why listen to a 400-pound man who lives in Connecticut, right? Like, why listen to someone who has a lot of lactose intolerance and ate 5 things with fucking lactose in it today? Why ever fucking do that? He couldn't know anything. He couldn't fucking be like super smart about it. Well, guess what? I know a lot about earthquakes. I know a lot about dinosaurs, okay? And the San Andreas fault line is now it's dormant. There's 5 kinds of earthquakes. There's Nautilus, cumulonimbus, stratus, dormant, and active. And I swear to God, in 8 years, the San Andreas fault is going to be an active earthquake scene. You guys got to get the fuck out of there. And you know what? If you're not going to listen to me, that's totally okay. You don't have to listen to me, because guess what? That's going to work out better for me, okay? I'm talking about all the actors out there. You guys stay where you are in California. Stay there. Jonah Hill, stay in LA. Stay in LA. I would love to see you fucking perish, and then I'll take every single goddamn part you'll ever fucking get in the future. I'll be in Moneyball too. They're gonna they're gonna cast me instead. Fucking do it. I dare you. Stay in LA. Stay in LA and watch as the active volcano takes your fucking life.
You know, I could see you being in Moneyball 2, but in this sequel,
I'm the ball.
No. In this sequel, in Moneyball 2, right? Because we've already done baseball.
Mm-hmm.
This one, Matt is the manager trying to figure out the money at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
You can't get men that can swallow the most hot dogs. You need to get certain men
it's about,
that chew fast.
It's about bite count. Okay.
About bite rate.
It's just Matt discovering
and stomach
Kobayashi.
storage.
Matt discovers Joey Chestnut, and that's like the peak of the film. He's like, "You're gonna be a star, kid." He's just smoking a cigar, has suspenders on.
Two of Matt's earthquakes were clouds.
Yeah. And the other two were statuses of volcanoes. They were none of those were any. Please don't. Those were not earthquake facts.
The only earthquake that he named was one he just learned about.
I don't even know.
They've been saying about the San Andreas fault since like I was a kid in the 90s. Like it's never gonna happen.
It's always 8 years away.
It's always just about to happen. And you know, if California does hit an earthquake, good. It's a godless place, and I hope it breaks off into the sea, never to be seen again. We'll all be better off for it.
I agree, and we're all gonna fucking get all of the goddamn Disney Plus series in Connecticut and New York. That's where they're gonna be casting all their shit.
Yeah, New Haven, Connecticut's gonna become the new Hollywood of America.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah. Chris, what are you worried about today?
I'm worried about you. I'm still worried about you. But, oh, look at that little guy.
Stop fucking licking my lips, please. Please, I told you, please. Lick my cheek. Go boy, go boy.
Look at that little guy.
Look at him just chill.
We can't get rid of Malcolm. Dude, there's fucking wiener dogs
We
that
can
are
find another
so
Malcolm.
annoying.
No, Malcolm's so chill,
He's
dude.
so chill.
Like, look at this guy right now. He's a
I
perfect
see
podcast
raccoons
dog.
bigger than Malcolm on the side of the road that are killed by cars every day.
That was a really weird free connection exercise. Just a free association of Matt.
Animals are small.
Small animal, dead small animal.
That's it. Those are the two kinds of small animal, alive and dead.
It was just so pointless.
Wild.
Speaking of small dogs, there's actually tons of dead raccoons on the side of the highway.
Holy shit.
Wow. What do you see when you look at this picture? Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Say bye-bye.
Matt,
All right.
you know what I think you should be worried about?
Yeah, go right ahead, baby boy.
I think this week you should be worried about social media destroying the youth. There you go.
Social media destroys the youth. Honestly, if you're going to have social media, you got to know not to kill yourself. It's like you got to have that moment with yourself. You're like, if I'm going to engage with Instagram today, I got to promise myself that whatever I see, I'm not going to take my life over.
We shouldn't have these phones with us at all times. I think that's literally driving us crazy.
No, it's not. All that it's doing is giving me facial tics because at nighttime you've noticed that I blink a lot, right? Like I blink way more than the average human being. Have you noticed?
I know what you're talking about.
My screen time is 14 hours a day.
Jesus Christ, Matt. Jeez.
I'm not even fucking kidding.
That's like all of your waking hours.
That's more than my waking hours.
You
Somehow
sleep for more than 8 hours a night?
No, well, no. I'm sorry. I am up a lot. Give me 1 second. Let me look up screen time in my settings. You should look up yours too. Does your phone tell you what your screen time is? My daily average for this week.
Does your green message simulator tell you?
You guys are always shitting on me.
My daily average for today.
I like it.
My daily average for this week is 10 hours and 14 minutes currently.
A day.
That means we got 4 more hours.
Because I got 4 more. It's 10 o'clock.
Until
It makes so much. Dude, do you think we're going to get eye cancer or some shit?
What I think will happen, genuinely.
Yeah.
And we've already seen statistically this increase, is being hooked into technology, whether it's the phone, the computer, the TV, all day being on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
All these people, especially these kids that are being raised with it from like the moment they know how to read, just being on the internet the whole time.
Yeah.
It destroys your dopamine receptors. It destroys your ability to process the real world and form actual meaningful relationships with other human beings and communicate effectively. and it's isolating everyone and making everyone super depressed, and the suicide rates are fucking crazy right now. And there's a direct correlation to technology being so accessible and so much a part of your life.
If you're killing yourself over a phone, kill yourself.
It's not the phone itself,
Insane take.
It's what the phone does to your mind. It isolates people. It's gotten rid of communities. All the communities, we used to have clubs and communities and sports leagues. Now all those communities are online, and it's not the same fucking thing. You being in a Discord with your friends is not the same fucking thing as you actually hanging out with your friends.
And then YMCA used to be a men's club.
Okay? Yeah. and now bands could break up, and then kids will commit suicide over it.
Yeah, straight up.
Like One Direction, how many kids committed?
I think that might be a separate issue. I think that's something else.
How many kids committed suicide when One Direction broke up?
Matt's really doubling down on this point.
Did people really kill themselves over the One Direction breakup? Oh, it's a rumor.
Well, guys,
guess I better get going.
Yeah, well, guys.
Listen, I had such a fun time. I gotta get going.
Hit the front of the pockets, hit the back of the pockets, let out a big well.
Well, guys, that's the end of the You Should Be Worried podcast this episode.
Episode 22.
Episode 22. My name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt fucking Lopes.
If you want to follow more of me, you can find me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram. I just uploaded all my May dates, so if you're in the Northeast and want to come see me do some comedy, going to be doing some fun shows, so check out Instagram, Chris Warren Comedy, see all those.
Same here. You can find me at Chris Warren Comedy. Look me up by Matt Lopes. I have also my dates that are coming up. It's really fun. And we also have Ben. Go ahead, plug your shit out.
Yeah, at BennyBoy_28. And my April dates were so fucking crazy that I have no May dates. So if you are looking to book the boy, I am freer than fucking $3.99, baby. All right,
$3.99.
We're gonna fix this, Ben. We're gonna talk when we get off there. This is unacceptable.
Lacked on the May dates a little.
And then one time for Malcolm. Give it a little fucking round of applause. Malcolm
Cam.
Good boy, Malcolm.
Anyway, guys, also follow the podcast at You Should Be Worried on Instagram.
Support us in any way that you think that you can. We appreciate you.
Comment, subscribe, share with your friends.
Join the Discord. You could find me in the Discord editing sometimes if you want a sneak peek at an unreleased episode.
Oh, that's fucking
keep
dope.
me company in the Discord. All right.
So that's
how about
sick.
it?
Oh, I love that.
I like how I technically manage the Discord, and I have not been on there since I created it. So there might be hundreds of people on there. I have no idea. This is news to me. I forgot we had this.
Yes.
I'm doing a great job.
Well, thank you guys so much. We'll give it up one more time for everybody that you fucking heard, and then we'll fucking and we'll get the fuck out of here. We love you. Thank you. See you guys next year. Next week, baby. Love you.
Every Wednesday.